Welcome to another King's Crusher Banter Blitz on ICC. It's 9 PM UK time. I'm just going to say hi on chat if I can. On stream chat. Hi all, in fact. Okay, the first challenger is already waiting. Let's kick off. The master of disaster. I'm going to try, I was going to try holding on to the pawn, but maybe not. Let's just do this. Okay. Play for e4. Which seems sensible. I'm geared up for e4 quite comfortably. Or d5 now. Try and break open position with d5.
Check.
There's a d6 check. I mean, not d6 check, a d6. That's crushing.
Check.
Yes, this is a bit of a disaster, I think, but not for me on this occasion.
Check.
Okay, let's just take off this knight. And maybe point at mating with queen e8 or something. Yep, okay. Yes, that quickly finishes the game off. Alright. Okay, thanks for the game, Master Disaster. No mercy for you. Now, this guy's provisional, so don't trust the rating. This is an annoying system, I believe. Yes, that kind of seems to win a piece. Sniper system. It's got some other names. Divisionally system. Divisionally. Alright, oh. Okay, he's just resigned. Okay, we've had two pretty quick games there in the first minute. It's just still 9 PM UK time, so that's good. Okay, get two games over quite quickly. Should we start with a 3-minute or a 5-minute auto pairing? He's already challenged. Let's do a 3-minute. Let's do a 3-minute auto pairing. I've done some research on coffee, actually. Apparently, if you drink coffee, to get maximum effect, it's 45 minutes, which is good because I drank coffee about 45 minutes ago. 45 minutes for maximum impact, and it lasts 2 to 3 hours, which is good for the session. And I don't know why I've been having coffee before, so I'm hoping tonight a bit more energized. I'm hoping with stimulants, coffee, for this time. Wouldn't normally recommend it around this time, but okay. So e5 hits the rook, and then maybe taking, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so knight e4. So I'm thinking 45 minutes. Okay. If it works. The thing is, I was put off drinking coffee from an over-the-board match once where I had to last more than 2 hours and I started falling asleep. I had the exact opposite effect. I started falling asleep during the game. Too much coffee can actually have that effect on me. I think other people, you've got to be careful. So, alright. Bishop d6 was parried. Can I create a weakness on this diagonal? Yes. Can I kick this rook? Can I play c5 and queen b3? c5, queen b3 might be interesting. Might be. Knight d6 might be interesting as well on f5. Okay, you could pin that to start off with. Aha. Now, Now, yes, try and hold on to that for a moment. For knight d6, maybe bishop d5, knight c8, bishop e6, that sort of thing. So bishop d5, knight c8, or let's see, bishop d5, knight c8 plan. Okay, there's queen b8 here on c8. That might be interesting, because there's always queen d8 for knight f7 if the bishop moves. Queen d8 for knight f7, interesting. He's on this bishop though. Can't do that yet. Let's protect this bishop. Then queen b8, bishop moves. There's queen d8, knight f7. There's also knight f7. Why didn't I just play knight f7? Oh, I've just missed knight f7. Yeah, maybe it wasn't completely all over. Okay, queen b7 here. I was trying to hold that, hold things down for a moment. 1 minute 30. Okay, try and hold things down. I'm not sure I'm threatening too much at the moment. Actually, in this particular position, am I? I could be. Maybe rook b1. Okay, let's swap rooks off then. Still got a good position,
Check.
I believe. Back row's a bit vulnerable. And can I weave this bishop in? Maybe it's at a5. Look at the bishops at a5. Try and use this pin pressure. Is that possible? Bishop e4, bishop a5, or not? Okay, we're going to have an exchange of queens. It's happening. Can I do this? There's knight f7 to pick up the dark square bishop. Knight f7 takes, bishop takes e7. Or, I thought it might be c7, not yet. There's knight f7 here. It could be worth picking up the dark square bishop. It's protected. Nope, let's do this. Try not to lose a piece. Okay. Now, knight f7 here, I don't think it's doing too much. King g7, it's not doing too much. And if I took, try and protect this guy for knight e4, to be possible. It's a clock. It's becoming a clock battle pretty soon, though. Pretty soon. And there was knight c4. I'm 10 seconds up. That's good. Stopping the king for a moment. Oh, maybe
Check.
This is a bit dodgy what I've just done, to say the least. I can't take that on route.
Check.
I can with that.
Time.
King c6, knight a7.
Check.
Okay, I got that auto pairing one. It's tough on the 3-minute auto pairing. Let's play dodgy. Dodgy. I need to clean these glasses. Misty. Okay. Knight e8. Well, I've got a second. To c7. a6, rook b8, b5 plan. Maybe here, straight away, off the bat. Try and weaken c4. Hit c4 hard. If he lets me. That's not pre-move. Might be something interesting to do for white. Oh, have I lost connection? Oh no, don't tell me. No, I've still got connection. Okay, the clock stopped. Okay, the game's been adjourned on this occasion. The doctor, let's play I popped up with the doctor just then, but the other one's just been adjourned, so it'll be continued when Dodgy resumes. Because it was an unrated game, I've got the rule on rated games for disconnection means forfeit, so but on unrated it's less cruel. Okay, what's happening here? And who is the doctor? Finger something. Okay. Okay, naughty. Okay, anyway, I'll abort that. Hang on. Is it okay? I need another challenge. Mackerel. Alright. High in purines. You should avoid too much mackerel apparently. Otherwise you get gout. If you have too much purine all the time. I've had gout in a few months ago. Not very nice. Okay, so d5. Get this light square bishop. Queen a4, bishop b5. f6, try and blast the centre. Knight c5, there's bishop bishop c8. Right, let me chip the centre here. Now, isn't knight c5 happening? I can not bother about it now. I'm just going to take here. I'm just going to take here. I'm just going to take here. Okay. It's going to be happy with my material. Piece up. Knight f5, bishop d4. Bishop h6 is probably good. Bishop d4, bishop f2, queen h2, knight moves, that sort of thing. That looks like fun. Bishop f2. Well, this looks much simpler. Rook f6 looks saner. Okay, good. I'm not losing the bishop there. Okay, double. Knight e2, knight f4, rook f5, rook h5. Looks good. Rook f5, rook h5. Mating on h2. He's going to mate me on h7. Snag. No, not yet. Not yet. C pawn blocks. C pawn blocks. From h7. Aha. Thanks for the game, Mackerel. I don't know why, but the games are going very quickly tonight. Let's have another 3-minute auto pairing. 3-minute auto pairing. I think because sometimes I have a 5-2 or 5-4-2 in the mix. No increment at the moment. High roller. Am I dangerous pre-moves? Dangerous. Whoa, okay. No d5 then. I'll play d6, it's more passive, the centre. Play for bishop e6, c4, a6, b5, bishop b7. Maybe that's better. He'll play a4, or he might play e. I doubt it. Okay, I'll play bishop b7. Maybe for d5, e5, knight e4. Takes. That might be the way to play it. Because it's hanging bishop. Just let him off. I just let him off. Getting a pawn, if I'm not getting mated, that would be oh, he's just resigned here. Okay, that was generous, but I could have taken his bishop. Now, did we play dodgy? We got an adjourned game with dodgy from this position. c4 weak. Can I hit a6? I mean, hit c4. Hit c4. There's bishop f5. Been looking at this recently. This sort of position. If you want to check the King's Cross channel, names of variations, and there's a bishop f5 idea lurking around to provoke weaknesses. So idea bishop h6, knight c4 to chip at c4 came up, and I wasn't even trying to understand the opening. It just came up when looking at the names of things. Is it fatal to do this? Can I do this? Can I do bishop d2, knight c4? This is the sort of thing I've actually checked out in a variation. which is actually on wiki with this e5. Similar, anyway. Now, what was the idea here? Okay, let's not get mated. Try and target c4 without getting mated on the dark squares. How do I target c4? How? Okay, knight a4 is possible. Maybe. That's not targeting c4. What about this? Queen a6. Oh, okay, my king's being attacked. This is dangerous for pawn on f6. Yeah, very dangerous. How do I handle this? Get this rook available for rook g8. Queen c5 looks at h5. Queen c5. Bishop e6. Looking at forcing moves. d3. Queen c5. Forcing moves. I had bishop h3, didn't I? I've just missed bishop h3 as well. Still looking at c4. Okay, still looking at c4. He's got rook b5. Rook b5. Let's go back. There might be knight d7 to c5. This is dodgy with this pawn here. Can I use the pin for a moment? Am I getting in big trouble? Trying to rely on this pin. Let's just take one pair of rooks off instead of both for a moment. Just one. Takes. Taking on c5 soon. Surely I can take that. No, I can't take that, but I can play knight c5. Can I? Maybe. Not sure actually. Maybe I should take on b5 first. Try and relieve that pressure. Now I'm hitting c6. He protects c6. Does he? Or does he do something else? Okay, c6 vulnerable. Aha. d3 can hold that. Queen c6? Am I going into big trouble? Okay, h6 is lurking as an issue. Likely to get mated soon. If I'm not careful, very careful. Not sure any other amazing ways of playing this at the moment. Queen d8. I want to take this pawn off. There's a lot to do. Probably getting mated on g7 soon. Put a knight on e6. He can sort of defend that. Can't get my queen back to a dark square that easily. Knight d7 loses the queen. I think I'm getting stuffed here because of queen h6. I haven't really done anything about that. What about d2 for a moment? Hold on a sec. Is there knight e4? Queen h6. Is there nothing there? Knight f6. Nope. I thought so. Knight d7 here. I think this is too dodgy. Rook g8. It's too dodgy. It's too dodgy. Okay. Okay. Queen h6 with knight g5. Try knight d7 with knight f6 against this. He's got e5 with queen h7. It's threatened. I can. That's a killer move. That's an absolute murder move. There's knight f8 on knight g5. No, it's murderous. This is murderous. Can I play knight f8 though? Hold on a sec. For knight g5, so that rules out queen h7, rook h4. I can pin this way, queen c1. I lose my queen with knight f7. I can play d5 maybe. Oh, I think there's just rook h4 mating. and my queen's attacked. What about bishop d? No, that wouldn't be clever. I think just rook h4, mates. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Everything's coordinated here for an attack. It's totally coordinated. Rook h4. It's totally. This doesn't work because knight f7 winning the queen. Yeah, there's queen h7. Wiped out there. Okay, I was wiped out. Nimzowitz. Nimzowitz. h4, knight g5 or h5. Knight e3 to f5. Knight g5. There might be h6 here. g6, knight g7. Need to connect rooks. g6. That pin is dangerous. I'll play this anyway. Try and relieve the pin on the h file. On g6, okay, knight e3 to g4. Okay. Knight f6 for queen g5. Okay, the bishop can move back. Push back f5 or not. Well, I'll play for f4 then. Right, this diagonal's opening up. e5. No, the diagonal's not opened up. I'm surprised with the blockade left. Okay, so I got some pressure now on g6. E5 is on the cards. E5 is on the cards. Alright, actually before doing e5 there's queen g4. So I'm going to play this first to stop queen g4. Still want to play e5 but without queen g4. So the bishop g6 looks scary for black on this occasion, with h7 to follow. Also e6 looks good. Right, there's bishop g6 and maybe
Check.
h7. So I'm hitting that rook. No time yet to take the queen because I'm threatening that. And what about something else after? E6 looks tempting though. Rook g1, bishop f7. Close up that. Right, I don't get time. What about bishop h6? I get a bit of time with bishop h6. That wins material.
Check.
Well, there's bishop f7 just mating. Bishop f7, rook g8. If king takes, then there's rook h1.
Check.
So rook h1 is mating here. On king h6. Thanks to the game. Nadal the Great. Grob. Okay, I could play the Grob or something. So maybe as white. As black, I don't know if it's a little bit on the taking the mix side as black. I don't know, I feel better playing the Grob as white if I'm going to play the Grob as a surprise weapon. Oh, okay. Have we got a game here? Oh, Not sure about this. Might have to abort this one. Let's go on a 3-minute challenge. Auto-pairing challenge. In the meantime. Violent Chess. Actually, I forgot to play the Grob, didn't I? Okay. I'll try and play for some funny openings, maybe. Queen b3 and e4, sometimes good, with f7 neglected. A little bit for a moment. Bishop, okay, here we go. Here we go, classic. Is it better? Knight f7? Yes. No. There's bishop e6. Maybe just queen f7. Oh, actually, I'm a bit concerned here. There's also queen d4. How good is this?
Check.
I'm going to protect e3, actually. Bishop e6, queen b7. Maybe f5. This is not quite... I don't think this is quite ideal position. Actually, bishop e6 takes knight f7. Would win the queen there. That would pick up a piece. Bishop e6, I just take rook e6, knight f7. No, it doesn't pick up a piece, actually. Alright, let's do this instead. Just realised. Okay, so knight c6 here. Picking up some pawns. Although my e3 is now attacked. I'll take that. I'm going to take here, try and relieve the e3 pressure. Okay. I'll ready for knight e5 if this knight's hit. Just to shield that d4 again. Knight e3, rook e3. d4's vulnerable, rook c8. Knight e5 shields d4. Put some pressure on e4. Currently 2 pawns up. But can get a pawn back at least if he wants, which he does. He can shield d4, try and get the a file, maybe this rook a3 here, try and get this a file. Alright, I think this is okay. Actually, challenge. If I can get my king to e3, nice rook on the 7th. Hold on, let's put the king on h2. This would be too dangerous in a way because of rook c8 coming up after. So king h2, rook c7, or okay, now he's not going to play rook a1 in a hurry, and king h2, rook e3, or just wait for the 7th. Okay, let's fix or not. No, I'm not sure. Although rook c5 actually, rook c5 was tempting. Maybe should have been played. Should have been played. Can I win this e4? Hold on a sec. And knight f7. If bishop e4 just to take f7.
Check.
There's bishop d4, there's rook c4 here. Skewing. There's bishop b6 counter-attacking. Rook e4 for rook e8.
Check.
Rook up. Okay. Nadal the Great. Did we just play Nadal the Great? Was that something which happened, or was that aborted? Alright, let's try it again. 3-minute game with Nadal the Great. Double fianchetto. Parry this bishop. Maybe b5 is possible. Okay. It's interesting to allow that. Knight takes d5 looks fun. Or b5 first, b4 first, knight d5, and then hit the rook. Knight d5. Knight moves to counterpin. I can take the rook. Knight moves to counterpin. Bishop takes rook. Bishop takes. I'm not sure I'm buying that. Let's go back here. Knight b6 plan. Knight d7 to b6. Kick this knight first. Knight d7 to b6. Knight b6. a5, bishop a6. a4. ab, rook a2. That sort of thing. a4, ab. Okay, he's weakening some dark squares. Is there a piece sack there on g5? Maybe, I think a4. ab, rook a2. Take it from there. Pin this maybe first. Slow this down. Don't want my kingside mashed in a hurry. Although it is pretty dangerous. It's getting dangerous. I don't like this too much. Try and queen a pawn in the meantime. Can I defend this? My pieces are away from the king. There's always a piece sack there. Maybe there's just rook e8. Although I doubt it. Should I doubt it? Alright. I'm probably getting mated with queen h5. What's better? Queen h5. Oh, my king safety again. I had a silly idea that this wasn't working. I think queen h5 is mega dangerous.
Check.
Or mega winning. Ah, that's mega winning. King safety again. I've just neglected it again. Yeah, for some reason I thought the fianchetto bishop would help on this occasion, but that was bleeding idiotic for me to have done to allow this possession. I'm just losing totally. Yep. That's really unfortunate. Again, getting hacked here in a couple of games. Getting hacked. That was unnecessary, I think. It looks scary. I don't know. I provoked the PSAC thinking there wasn't, but then I noticed, yeah, there was. Oh, it looks a bit scary, but I don't know. Winning the exchange should have been okay. Should have been a good game, but anyway. Okay. Okay, rook. I'm going to support e5 and sort of battery here. More subdued this game. so far. Okay, he's not going to. We've had this pattern before. He's not castling, and I'm getting a bit concerned. It's going to be a repeat. Is it of last week's pattern? No, he has castled. Okay. I think last week there was stuff going on. Yes, I'm just going to try for my own little attack. Knight e4 to f6. Or queen g4, queen h4 is h5, knight e4 after. Okay, is anything allowed? Bishop b3, h4. Okay, let's parry this. I think this does remind me of last week's game where I was under pressure. I want to get rid of this bishop, I think, before doing anything. So, okay, bishop takes, knight takes. I'm trying to go into the dark squares. Let's protect this guy. Except there's queen e5. Queen e5. I guess there might be c4. I'm hoping there's c4 there. Knight c3 takes. Let's see, have I got c4 there or not? So queen takes e5, c4. I'm trying to use this pin. Knight c3 takes, take on b7. Is that working? Maybe he's checking this. Queen takes c4. Let's see what there could be as an option then. Oh, it's not happened anyway. Yeah, I'll do this anyway for bishop c3. Okay, I'll take her. Maybe queen f3 is interesting. Trying to provoke. Bishop takes, knight f6 is on the cards. Bishop takes. Actually, queen takes f7, queen f. It's just mate. I'm threatening a double attack. Yeah. Just realised something about this. f7 and b7. That looks really good, this queen f3. Queen f7, queen h7 threats. It's going to have to give up a piece. I didn't see that coming myself. It looks pretty good. Ah! So there's no piece loss. Oh, that defends both. H5. Oh, now he takes her.
Check.
My back row is fine. Not worried about that. In fact, D1's covered. Okay. So,
Check.
Oh, queen d8. It's trying to mate me with rook e1 there. If I slipped up with a pre-move. That's a bit... okay, that would be bad. Well, let's go on the auto pairing. Oh, there's Morphe's... Okay, Morphe the silver. There's another challenge. Okay, let's play Morphe the silver. Take e5. Let him take on d2 if he wants. Try and keep this bishop hemmed in. Oh, too late. Open up the position then. Get this c5. I want pressure on c7.
Check.
If nothing else, I think I've got some pressure on the c file. He's taken away my attacking bishop, but I think I could enjoy the c file instead. Rook c1. Or d5. Fascinating. d5. Say rook c8. Oh, d5 here looks something's going on there. Okay. Queen e4, rook d1. Where's the knight going? Goes to f8. Okay. Drop back here. Okay, I haven't really got anything going on here, I think. Let me see. Takes... Okay. No, there's nothing going on at the moment. Rook c2, I don't think so. Although Queen f1 and Rook d1 would be mega dangerous. Got to be careful about Queen f1. Can I protect this? H4 for... Oh, okay. Am I being outplayed here? Let's see. There's a check.
Check.
Can I take on a7? I wonder if I can actually take on a7. What would he be doing? Would he be mating me in the meantime? Or is that e6? Queen d1 or e6 straight off the bat? Bishop h4 you can take. Okay, I'll nick this pawn. I hope for the best. Probably dangerous position. Should take a while to arrange an attack. In the meantime, well, e6. Okay, rook c1. Yeah, it's not that long to arrange an attack. And his bishop f4. In the meantime, ef and queen e6 is probably mating. I mean, e takes and yeah, queen e6. Rook c1, e takes. King moves. King moves. Bishop has to move to give g free.
Check.
Right, I have to give g free. Probably not with check is a good idea. So bishop f4. I'm hoping this is. I'm not getting mated yet again. Please no. Okay, queen g1, queen h1, king g3, threatening rook e8.
Check.
And if I play rook f3 here, trying to hold on to things. I want to play bishop d6. Live to tell the tale. Do I? Nope, there's no bishop d6 here. Not yet. What about queen b8? What would he do to queen b8? Can't defend that there easily. Queen b8. Can't see the defense. No, that's it. Right, he resigned. Okay, Macdan 72. Let me just demystify about pardon me. Nope, still missed a little bit more. Okay, here we go. This is a bit of a slow pace game so far. I'll wait for e5. Probably it's going to play hippo style with e6. Okay, I'll do that. It's not b4. So the centre's being attacked indirectly. But e5 looks like a lot of fun just to play it anyway. Now h6, maybe knight e6. I'm just going to smash this pawn chain to bits with knight e6 on h6. Bishop g6. King moves on a dark square. For example, queen e1 to h4. Or f5 for bishop g5. To h6. Make my day. Knight takes e6. Takes bishop g6. King e7. f5. Threat. Bishop g5. Also threatening maybe f6 or f takes. It's not happening. Is he castling? Queen h4, h6. Oh, that's very interesting. I think I just want to play g4 and f5. Now this piece sack's not working. I'm going to delay things. G4, F5. Or is that too weakening? Maybe knight F2. Queen G3. Alright, I'll take that guy. Well, I'm opening up his bishop potentially. That's a bit controversial. I was thinking about the d4 square, but not sure about that. This is getting a bit dodgy. Like, I could be getting outplayed here. This could open up. That could be a nice square. There's some unfortunate things about this position which are creeping up. For the moment, maybe knight f5, bishop c5 might be possible. d4, knight e4. Is d4 winning a piece? What about bishop b6? Hang on, with tempo. Then try and kick this knight with g4. Unless I'm getting mated. No, d4, knight e4. The diagonal's not that critical yet. Don't want this knight hanging around on f5, particularly. d4 takes f6. Knight's stranded actually at the moment. Kind of, well, nearly. Knight h4. So d4 for bishop c5 closes in that bishop anyway. Bishop c5 support hits the queen. Queen could go back to d8 to hold h4. Could consider f5 there. Maybe. Takes. Okay, let's see. This wins an exchange. He's going to take and then d4 though. Would he? Well, I don't trust that possibility. I've got to take the exchange, surely. No. d4. No, he's got knight f3. That was stupid. Of course he's got knight f3. That was totally dumb. I have to give back the exchange. If knight f3, I'm taking it. Immediately giving back the exchange. He's not taking that exchange. I mean, he's not playing knight f3. I feel his piece is liberating. This is not very nice with my king as a target. Not again. No, not again. Rook e1, knight e4. Try and create some king safety. Knight e4. Or b4 then knight e4. Just to hold c5. No, queen b7's coming. Alright, I have to be able to play knight e4. Can I try defending my king for a change? Or is it too late? I mean, I don't know if this is like a too late scenario. It's only bishop, knight, well, potentially rook and queen. Not this bishop, I think. So knight e4, take, queen c5. Not a big deal, queen e3. I think I just want to play b4 and knight e4. Well, there's not this knight f2, just in case. Hold this for a moment. Knight f2, queen g3. Try and create a wall against the a8 bishop, in particular that battery. Queen g3. Right, can I try and move my king off? King h2, rook g1, maybe king g3 later. But I just want to make sure I'm not getting mated on g2 or h1. So king h2, rook g1. Let's play rook g1. That's funny. Rook g1, bishop e4, queen e4, queen f2 is funny. He's putting some pressure on me. I'll get rid of this pressure. Factor in things like bishop e4, queen f2. Alright, so rook g1 I think would have not been too hot. Now here, okay, rook g1. He hasn't yet got rook d3. And if I play f5 now, this would be a check, potentially. Ah. I can play queen takes c5 here, surely. What's the queen on here?
Check.
He does get a rook. He's not going for that rook, surely.
Check.
Alright, he is. He's a piece down here. Okay, I managed to actually defend there. That was good. Novel. Don't know if he had better, but I think I missed. I avoided some sort of disaster at least, which might have been possible. Let's play an IM on the 3-minute auto pairing. Benoni. Maybe a6, rook b8, b5. h6, rook e8, king h7. Right, protect d6. This could be a Benoni torture session. Or is it e5 coming straight off the bat now? Do I get to play bishop b7, which might have dissuaded e5? Is it that d5 pawn? Knight c4, then b5, then knight a5. If I play bishop d4, was that useful? Only lose b6. B6 looks like a big problem here. Right, I wasn't sure he'd do something like that. Okay, isn't that b4? Is that useful? Try and destabilize his center. So bishop a8. Try and get some queenside counterplay before it's too late. Maybe rook b4, queen f6. There's knight g4 on the cards. Can I stop that? Queen f6, e5, I assume. But if not, queen d4 could be handy. B2 pawn. Center's collapsing. to do something active. There might be G4 and H3, never know. G4 and H3 or some sort of counter attack. Oh, he's got 94. Oh, crikey, I think he had better. Knight F6 to G4. That's unfortunate. Rook H6.
Time warning.
Queen E3 for Rook H6. Ah!
Check. Check.
Yes,
Check.
done on the clock and everything. Whoa. There's Metanov. We haven't played this week. So challenge from this Metanov 1, 2, 3. That's interesting to lose the dark square bishop. And Knight F6, Bishop E7. E5, I don't think this works. Takes. I mean, check. Takes. There's Bishop E4 check. Alright, so A5, B5, or just B5? Maybe B5, or maybe D5 is the most relevant thing to do to try and. Okay, here we go. What have we got here? Exchange of queens? Well, F4 seems vulnerable. Queen C7, F4 seems vulnerable. There's also, oh no, not Bishop G4, Knight F3. I think Queen C7 to kick things off here. Queen C7. Or just take it. Bishop G4. Knight F3 maybe. Okay. There's some stuff going on here. And these pins look good. Rook E8. Queen f2, there's bishop e3, Queen g2. Maybe just bishop h6, or is there something else? Not sure about that. There's Queen d5 here, and Queen c4. Alright, this opens up some things like Queen a2. Knight g5, knight e5, knight g5, king g8, knight b3. Okay, now that my king's a little bit less exposed, rook d8.
Check.
Okay, no, we're having an exchange of queens. Keep that pin for a moment, or not. I think I'm going to take that off. So rook e8, rook e1. Gonna have an endgame. Okay, we're gonna have an endgame. Rook e8. Knight d6, rook e7. What's my plan here? There's a 3-2 pawn majority. Try and create a pass pawn, simply. At some point. Does the king need to be more in the centre?
Check.
King's going to hang around because of knight g5, right? The king hangs around. No, I don't think I need a clearer idea of what to do here. I got the 3-2 pawn majority.
Check.
Don't want to lose that d5 square for a moment. Can I play this here? Okay, because there's an idea of rook d2 simply. Yeah, I don't want a big knight on d5 necessarily by playing c5, so I think I'd rather have rook d2 and this pawn. Knight e7 is threatening to sort of mate. I'm going to give my king some air here before this is mating net.
Check. Check.
Rook g2. Could try weaving mating that quite quickly, actually. With h5 and knight g6. I'm not convinced it's that quick though. h5, rook h, knight g6 takes. I'm not sure it's that quick as needed. In fact, I'll put my rook on g5. Option of rook g6 or
Check.
rook h5. Well, what's this? That's crazy, isn't that? Okay, Benny wins. Okay, it has been a formidable opponent on some occasions. So this is the 3-minute time control. Knight f6, e5, knight d5. Oh, let's go like this. Try and weaken the light squares. Maybe rook a6, king d7 for rook a8 and knight a5 to c4. But I have to stop knight g5 at least. King c7 ready. So plan knight a5 to c4. I can always play knight d2. Alright, it's opening up the position. I just accept double pawns. There's always actually f4 in this position. Takes knight d4. f4 is interesting. Because there's knight e2 trying to win the bishop after. Bit of a technicality, knight e2. Rook d3. Knight e2. Rook e3. Changes things a bit. Rook e3. Aha. It's a knight f5 for d4 on knight c2. I can try and keep things closed with d4. Let's try and use this tempo for d4. That gives me bishop c5 protecting b6 potentially. So I would be targeting a4 without losing b6. Takes some b7 though drops. Can't do that. That's getting a bit scary. Start protecting b7.
Check.
a4 does protect d4 on the bright side. So about a minute each here. a4 protects d4. Go here. It's got to hold a4. Or not. d3, there's a check. Ah. e5 for king e6. Take that guy. Knight f3 is on the cards.
Check.
Right. Rook c5. Or not. Rook E8. Rook E8. I think I'll hold D4 for a bit. Rook C8 for Z3. Oh, this is dangerous here. I see.
Check.
D2. I've also got some passports
Time.
of my own.
Check. 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 Check.
Alright, thanks. Cap red. Did we play? We didn't play earlier. I didn't see a king icon. Okay, sorry, I was leaning quite far in there. Leaning quite far in. Oh, I was so involved. Let's step back a bit. Step back a bit. H4, H5 coming up. This is my pet system from a Nakamura game. Yeah. I'm so tempted. I can't help it. So he's sacked a whole piece. He's worried. He's sacked an entire piece. Got him worried.
Check.
But I've still got a nice position here, I believe. Knight F2 to E4. I'll stop A3. I think King F3. That's actually Rook H2 if I want to protect B2 from afar. King F3 or not. Alright, let's pawn go. Let pawn go. Like that. Take this one. I'll play B4 if given the chance. Oh, okay. Simplification.
Check.
Keeping the pawn. Had Rook A2 to win that pawn, I think. You let me keep the pawn. The pawn's pretty dangerous, I would say, in its own right. The king can just come over, surely. In fact, my rook can hurt it. Rook B6, A6. All I need is that pawn, I think. A6, and then okay, let's take this one out to get the king over there. Protect the rook if needed. Get the king to B5, then rook B7. Or rook B7, A7.
Check. Check.
I've got some doubt here actually. So I've just dropped a pawn for nothing over there. And this is probably mating net though. king c5 to b6. I can't let him win these pawns. King b6. Coming in. That means okay, this has to be bad news for my opponent. Surely this has to be some sort of bad news going on. Bad news. Come on. This cannot work. Mind you, I've given him this pawn over there. I'm going to have to stop that pawn over there before doing anything now. Alright. There's a check.
Check.
It's blockade. Just in case. So A7. Okay, I think he's gone down to the checkmate. Okay, thanks. Cap 78. Gazman 5. I don't think we've played. Thank you for the challenges, guys. A lot of challenges tonight. Just as I was about to slaughter loads of GMs on the 3-minute auto pairing, you've saved a lot of pain on the 3-minute auto pairing or auto pairing. All those GMs could have been hurt tonight, crushed. You're saving them. Or maybe it's the other way around. You're saving me from the pain. Or the IMs even. Just the high rated. Okay, if I take here, but some of you are pretty good as well. So let's see. Check. I don't want to allow this bishop b4 check. I'm going to play my own check first, and probably I'm wondering about this position with rook c1, queen a5, or knight e5. What about knight e5? So with tempo, bishop b4. I just take that, man. I just take that bishop. That pin is illusionary. I just take it. The power of the pin piece is illusionary. I've been thinking, what do I do about bishop b4? I just take it. Thanks for the game. Okay. 3-minute auto pairing. Okay. 3-minute auto pairing. You can check how many top players are on with who space T if you didn't know. Who space T is one of my. Oh, there's an IM here. He's within my rating range. There might be some hope. He's within my rating range. I shouldn't be too terrified, in theory. I've seen this position before. I had it over the board game once. I don't want to release all the tension of the position, so I'm going to do this. Am I worse already? I don't know. Cannot be, can I? Maybe it's true. I'm wondering about the check. 96, which we
Check.
six. So I'm hitting the queen. Let's try and keep some tension in the game at the cost of a pawn. It's only a 3-minute game, right? It's not a major correspondence game to worry about too much. I mean, I would have thought losing a pawn, but you never know. Oh, I just lost the piece there to bishop d4. Nearly. I'll have to defend this diagonal now. Let's see, bishop b1. He's got things pretty solidly, unfortunately, under control at the moment. I don't like the look of this. This hasn't gone to plan, particularly, to any sort of plan. Is there any chance of anything here, like, without collapsing? There's f5. I'm going to watch out for f5. If I can double the rooks, I might have a tactic of bishop h7 lurking around. Or bishop d5 here takes bishop f7. Yeah, g6, bishop takes d5, rook takes. Alright. Take here, in that case. I have to go back. Oh, I can protect d1. Maybe. No, that's where we're getting mated. I have to go back. Ah, it's not good. Not clever.
Check. Check. Check.
How cover? Ooh. Relief for my king. Not getting immediately mated.
Check.
Try and keep some tension in the game. Oh dear.
Check.
Oh boy. I keep losing pawns. Pawnitis has hit me again. Unfortunately, pawnitis.
Check.
Get some pawns back.
Time.
I keep losing pawns for no apparent reason.
Check.
He's got peaceitis instead. Okay, took him down, swindled him. Nothing to be happy about that game. J. Russell 2. I think he's beaten me in the past. Let's do a piece stat. J. Russell 2. I'll not bother. Let's just play the game instead of... I'm going to quickly do some research statistics on J. Russell 2 and just quickly check out his opening repertoire. I'll be back in a few hours. Then we can play this 5-minute game. No, but... Or I could just play the 5-minute game just now and just, you know, take the risk. I'll take the hit. It could be, yeah, a secret GM disguised as a 1075 on the ICC. Yeah, he's come back from a super GM tournament, and he thought it'd be funny to be 1075 rated to wreck other people's ratings. Okay. Or he could just be 1075. You never know. Okay, so here we go. C5. I feel I'm worse though. I've got that worst. I'm worse feeling here. I mean, I can't deny it. I feel I've got a worse position already. I've got a worse position already. He's played. I mean, I wish these people would write a repertoire book of the most solid systems available, ultra solid, bulletproof opening positions available. They they seem to play them. Yeah. I need this stuff. It's bulletproof. Okay. E5. I'm relying on a tactic here with knight G4, which doesn't... I've realised it doesn't work, actually. It doesn't work. I've just lost the pawn, basically, for nothing. Because there's no knight G4. There's no knight G4. It's queen's protecting G4. I thought I had some sort of tactic. I've just hallucinated a tactic. So the upshot is I've just lost the centre pawn for nothing. Apart from that, everything's great. Okay, I've got a pin. I've got a pin for the moment. Alright, there is actually knight G4 in this position, which I don't know, might be a nuisance. Since I was mentioning it before and it's not possible, now it's possible. Knight G4. Unfortunately, he's got everything protected. Bishop's protected. Okay. This d-file is going to be pointless, isn't it? I expect the d-file to be pointless. In fact, he's just going to play rook d1. Oh, no, maybe he's not. If I took here, he would take here. If I play c5, is that pin? Bishop takes, king takes. I'm not getting... Oh, yes, he's just left the piece hanging. Okay, thanks for the game, J. Russell 2. Blaster. Okay, I've got some dark squares. I like my dark square play from this opening, this tango. This looks like a position I usually do quite well in bullet chess, if that's any reference of relevance. Knight G4. Yep, this sort of thing. Because I get the F4 square now, or the H-file hack attack, or both Knight F4 and the H-file hack attack. Yes, this looks like something that I've definitely seen a few times. It's a cheeky little system, not castling, leaving that rook there, fishing pole. but it's very dangerous, I think. Knight f4, and if it's not accepted, I can still build up. G5, maybe. Rook h6 to g6. Rook h6 to g6 or g5. In fact, queen f6 would mean knight h3 is on the cards. Queen f6. If the knight moves, queen g5 is here, means knight h3 is on the cards to win the queen. This is a common tactic I've seen in this sort of position. Knight takes h3 check. Okay. I can just play knight takes here because of queen g2. Sorry, is there a message? Sorry, no, that's what that was. Take the rook. I can actually take the pawn as well. I can take the pawn. I can also play h4 coming up. Oh, thanks for the game. Oscarito. We have getting through a record number of games, I feel, tonight. I don't know, the pace seems a bit more speedier than usual. Try and nudge this. Okay, check what he plays here. Odd. Usually taking on d3. Nevertheless. Oh, castle queenside. Rook e1 c4 d5 plan. Is he castling? Where is he castling? Where is he? Oh, okay. I've just gone into losing the exchange with bishop b4 there. That's funny. Shouldn't have done that. Bishop f4 any good? Takes this rook to e6. Now here I'm wondering, this pin is just relative, you know, relative to anything else going on. D takes is taking the queen, you know, rook d2. I'm just winning a piece there, surely. Not an absolute pin. So queen c2. Has he got any checks? Oh, I'll control that light square diagonal. I want to play knight e4, c5, d6, I think. Knight e4. Ooh. Alright, can I take this guy out? Knight e4, c5, knight d6. Pre-move a recapture, save a millisecond. Let's see. I'm going to play knight e4, trying to get into that sensitive d6 square, or I could just take the bishop off. I think I might be taking the bishop off because it's pointing with the queen sinisterly at my b2. The queen's also looking at e1, but that's protected at the moment. So let me just take the d file, and can take the d file without rook d8. Next little plan, taking the d file. In fact, what is the next little plan? Queen's off. Without going into a mighty pin, but mind you, I don't think that pin's a big deal. I just played king c2. Okay. Try not to lose all my pawns. Knight d7 is mate. Just realised. Okay, thanks for the game. Okay, we've got any unique challenges. I'll play a 3-minute again. Fallen massage. And that flag is Ukraine. So 3-minute auto pairing.
Check.
Very sophisticated, this check, to cause disruption of my pieces. Nevertheless, knight c7 is fairly standard looking now. b6, a6, rook b8, b5. Let's block that up for a moment. Maybe it's not sufficient, maybe I've weakened my light squares. Without the light square bishop, I'm hoping I can get away with this a bit more than usual. If I'm discouraging e5, I can get along with my own pawn play plan, which, okay, getting in that e5 square, surely that's a good thing. A blockade on d6. Okay, is that possible? Queen e6, I got the knight on it. I'm going to play queen c8 and rook h8. And then go maybe later block. Oh boy, queen e6 friend. How much trouble is this? Don't think I need the hassle here. Don't like this. Do not need this hassle. Is rook a8 possible? He's going to have a check and then he's going to win the rook. He takes... There's a check there. I'm just going to have to assume it's possible. I can always take with the knight, right? Crikey. That's a check. I've lost this exchange. Ah, crikey. Let's go back. Oh no, how is this going so pear-shaped? Ah, you gotta be kidding. Everything that's possible can
Check.
go wrong has gone wrong. Is going wrong, I believe. Everything that could possibly go wrong
Check.
has gone wrong. Okay.
Check.
But anyway, I think that's what I was trying to say.
Time warning. Check. 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 Check.
And also I'm going to run out of time at the same time.
Check. Check.
Yep, everything really went wrong there. That was horrible. Right, Spinks. That was really feeding off my B5 plan. Oh, that was just... Oh. And he was ahead on the clock. Alright, is Spinks ready? Otherwise I'm going to try and get on the 3-minute auto pairing. Okay, I'm giving him till 4:20 or 10 seconds. I don't know, 10 seconds from here. Impossible Pierde. I'm not sure. There might be time for a 5-minute game. Okay, I think. Isn't knight d5 threatened? Takes knight f6 almost. What about f5? Is that any good? Trying to break through the f file here. There's d5 hitting the knight. Okay, just break through on the f file. F bishop f6. Oh, quick one there. Alright, let's fit in another. Thanks for that. Impossible PLA. Let's fit in another 3-minute. Or 2. Okay. 3 minutes. Yes, f6 is dropping here. That is a mistake. I think it was a reasonable position anyway. I had there. Okay. Let's see. We can fit in a 3 minute or two. Or a 5 minute, or a blitz. Okay, cool. I'm trying to stick with stuff I've played before with varying success. This Gambit system could at least be a surprise, I hope. So, let's see. Yeah, although I'm not entirely sure it stands up to scrutiny, to be honest. I might have a good position potentially. You never know with E5. It's only a 3 minute game. Bit of fun. Is that, am I getting mated? What about knight? Any knight move? E4 is almost winning material. Maybe knight b4. Just try and blast through this diagonal. Knight b4. Try and get some dark squares. Actually, knight takes an e4 there. Might be a way of winning material without too much damage to my position in the process. Positioning it, I just want to activate this bishop on this diagonal. It's pointing at g2. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so e4's on the cards. The knight's poised quite well for e4 control. I can stop. Maybe. Maybe this is okay. I don't know. I don't know. Is Queen C6 a move coming up? Threatening mate. Maybe I can get to play E4 without too much. Or even F4. Hold on a sec. Or even F3, actually. F3 is getting a bit pushed back here, this guy. Oh, am I going into the wrong squares for allowing a counter-attack? He can take here now. I just allowed a counter-attack, which I didn't need to. Hang on, I can take it here. There's a pin. You can't take it there and you can't take there. Reprieve. Tactical reprieve. Or not. e4 for f3. Still a reasonable position, I think. e4 for f3, if I can get it. Would he allow this position? Is this too good to have? e4, e3, e4, f3, e3, f3. That looks pretty tasty. Well, there's bishop f6 maybe. Play for opening up the diagonal.
Check. Check.
Oh, is he just won a rook? No, he hasn't.
Check.
Let's not assume he's won game immediately. 20 seconds each. I'm threatening mate. No queen f4.
Check. Check.
Oh, that was done with me.
Check. Check. Time warning. Check. 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 Check.
I only won on time. I'm naughty. I'm a naughty bunny. I thought I had put him under a bit of pressure earlier, though. I'm sure I had him under a bit of pressure. Oh, okay. GM. Oh no, not D3, not D3. Oh, I didn't want to play D. Now that I've played D3, let's get on with it. Cheap for Queen B3. Still cheap. That's knight h4. Potentially the queen can swing over. Knight h4 is bishop f7. I'm not entirely sure the queen was the best thing to take with, actually. Nevertheless. Knight g6 threatens. Bishop moves queen f5. Knight h5 on the other hand. Bishop d2. Trying to organise things. If I took that. There's bishop f6. There's rook e1. There's bishop h4. Knight h4. Rook h4. Can I actually get this knight back in the game or not? Is it doomed on h4? Maybe king g3 to the rescue. e3 first.
Check.
Bishop e5 just yet. And get on this diagonal. How do I get onto that diagonal without allowing knight e5? This one? This way? Let's get the guy out of trouble there. Forge shield.
Check.
Oh no. No. I just allowed a simple bishop e5 tactic. After all that, what was a clever exchange sack. No! And on that disastrous note, I resign, and that's the end of the session. These GMs, I don't know, they're tricky. I don't know. They're good, aren't they? Even on 3 minute, you think you have a chance, but no, especially on 3 minute. I don't know. The Grandmaster intuition is something to behold, especially when they're high rated like that. Who is Juliana? It's Renderman, Dimitri Renderman. Okay, I don't think he's too terrible. He's not too shabby. Let's see, blitz rating and everything. 5 minutes been up to 2629. It's not too terrible. Blitz has been up to 2815. Okay, so he's pretty good on every single time control, actually going down to bullet there. So it's that time. It's 11 o'clock. I've won some, I've lost some. It's been fun. Tree ends here. I hope you've enjoyed it. On a scale of 1 to 10, where if you want a quick vote, 1 is fun, 10 boring. If you want a quick vote, that's why I close off. Alright, thanks for coming, and see you next week. Okay. I'm going to close off now. In a few seconds, I'm closing off. Over and out. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend.